Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, yeah, in a small flash crash again. We have a decision, I think, on the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin wants to go at least for the wave 4, that we talked about in the previous video. Talking about the white wave 4. I'm now on the daily chart. So let's talk about it. So first of all, on the on the 1 hour chart, the micro support broke. What does that mean? That means we are either now in wave 4, so a larger pullback. So certainly some kind of a substantial top has formed. We are either in this wave 4 or we are in the B wave, which is the deeper pullback. For now, I assume, and I'm watching the wave 4, and we talk about how that could unfold in this video. A few days ago, I warned that a larger, more substantial top could be in and that we have to expect a sharp pullback. That pullback has happened, but we needed to see, can we hold micro support that would have enabled one further extension higher? That level broke today. So we are in a much more substantial pullback. Now the question is just, again, is it a wave 4, which is probably more of a sideways correction? I know it doesn't look like it right now, but it can be just a sideways correction, which could turn into a massive triangle or something over the next few weeks. But we'll talk about that on the smaller time frame. Just want to start on the daily to show you what we have on this chart. It's a 1-2, 1-2 setup. This third wave likely finished here just a few days ago. And then we are basically now in the wave 4, and then we can get another wave 5, another larger degree 4, and so we can move to new all-time highs. Support is now at between 41,800 and 35,000. I showed you that support level already in the last few days. I might make a change here, a small change. I might need to introduce another 1-2 setup here. So I might make a small change to the chart. That will only have an impact on upside targets, but it won't really have an immediate impact on this. Maybe slightly shift support levels. I'll work on that on the weekend. That's more to get it really correct also with regards to the projections and everything. So 35K is and remains the next major support level. Below that level, we're likely entering the green box. For now, I think that we have entered a larger pullback that could now take a few weeks, okay? I don't know, maybe even months. We'll see how that develops. It's very early because today we had a small flash crash. And yeah, we need a little bit more structure now, of course, but that's sort of the assumption. And now we simply watch the support levels along the way to see if the market can hold or find support at one of these levels: 41,810, 37,885, 35K, and below that we've got, but that would then be a different scenario, 31,600, 27,570, and so on. But we don't need to talk about the lower ones. It's all still part of a bullish market, in my opinion. Okay, looking at the shorter time frame, this is the scenario. Assume that either wave A has topped or this third wave I just mentioned to you. For now, I'm watching the white ABC structure here in a wave 4. Support level was introduced already a few days ago. And yeah, I think, we are close to a low here, a local low in the A wave, because also here, this wave 4, it's another wave 4. I know it's going to be another wave 4 weekend. So wave 4 like this wave 4, possibly even a little longer. So it's going to be a little bit horrible. What I could imagine is that we are going to spend weeks, if not months now, hovering below 50K. Because this is going to be a massive range. Yeah. Something like that. It's a bit like this. Okay, I could imagine this is going to happen. At least I have to assume that we're at least in wave 4. And this here could be a B wave and then a C wave. I expect some kind of a bounce from this area. We might have seen it already, a reaction to the yellow support area. So the price is respecting the yellow box. Why do I expect a bounce? Because this A wave, well, it's already substantial. If we look at the indicators, the 4 hour is significantly oversold. I mean, last few times where we had such an oversold reading on the 4 hour RSI, it did lead to a bounce as well. Of course, nothing major, but also in the previous wave 4, we had bounces. And I mean, the daily still has space, right? I mean, if we get oversold on the daily, I mean, that's going to be buy, buy signal typically. The MACD on the daily has literally just shifted bearish, and the RSI as well. So yeah, I think we are in a larger correction. I think it's not going to recover very quickly. I think we are in a larger correction, but it could, yeah, take here a few weeks, months probably, okay? That's sort of from what I can see right now. And the B wave resistance, currently, I have to adjust resistance a little bit. The resistance, standard resistance area is between 45,100 and 47,300. Again, as we're entering another wave 4, I have to warn you. A wave 4, we know that, is going to be super boring. It's going to be frustrating. We see a lot of overshooting B waves, morphing and changing of counts. This is all part of this massive wave 4 correction. If it is a wave 4, I mean, it could be the B wave, but we won't know that until we break below 35K. So I typically start to track such a wave 4 by tracking a normal ABC structure. But it might morph into a WXY. We know that from here, you know, these can get extremely frustrating, especially once you get overshooting B waves. Now, I think in this period, altcoins could outperform. Yeah, I've mentioned it already last week or so that once we have that next top in place, and we have that next top in place, attention could shift to altcoins as well as Ethereum. So please be aware of that, mark my words. That's my view. Bear in mind that even Bitcoin could form an overshooting B wave that could send a lot of altcoins in their third waves and so on. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about stocks, then yeah, check out our S&P 500 and stock service. You'll find a link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.